So essentially, Suketchi is a design agency slash creative collaborative agency. We offer graphic design services and illustration services. I started it, I think it was 2 years ago, 2014. It's basically a partnership between me and my former boss. So I worked at a marketing agency, sole providers, and there was such a high demand for traditional design work, not marketing related.
Right.
There was such a high demand for design work specifically. It just made sense for us to form a new business that caters specially for that. It's very important, and I think with me, I think from her side you could sort of see it as a talent retention strategy, like from her side, but a very sustainable one. So she didn't just want me to leave and go work for a bigger agency. Rather, she rewarded me with this chance. Make no mistake, it's a business. We in it to make profit, but it's sort of like we're making money like together instead of me taking like my skills somewhere else. There's no deep meaning, but basically it's a translation from the Japanese word Suketchi, meaning sketch.
All right.
I just loved like the sound of it. Sketching is the beginning point of the design process. So I feel like the name sort of makes sense. Very well, and I think one of the advantages of partnering up with someone who's very experienced in the industry means whoever she introduces me to is an advantage, because it's experienced people who work with proper companies.
Yeah.
So if my partner introduces me like to them already, like they trust me and my skill, so it's been well received. We've done work for quite a few brands already. So we've done stuff for Trace TV. We've done stuff for Wonder Boy. It's a movie that's currently out right now. Yeah, we did digital online stuff, which was so well received. We did the print stuff as well. So the badges, the banners, the traditional media. We also recently did the Power FM 987 Women Initiative. I think for me specifically, I can't speak for the entire industry or entrepreneurs as a whole. But for me personally, I think that transition from being a traditional designer and illustrator to being now a business person, realizing that I can't just do stuff for fun anymore that looks good, but making it profitable. So yeah, sort of like approaching my craft in a entrepreneurial like manner. So that transition is quite hard, but I'm getting there. I think image is everything. Your work, I think, number one, it needs to be, there's no like two ways about it. You can't sort of run away from that. Your work needs to be top quality. And then it's just how you brand yourself on social media, in your personal space as well. Like the way you present yourself to an audience, I think it says a lot, because nowadays especially some brands are looking for potential influencers or up and coming designers. So if your social media profiles are like in order, they show what you do before you even say anything in your bio. I think that's a huge advantage. So yeah, image is everything, just the way you present yourself. There's definitely more to be done, and I think, again, I can't speak for them because I was about to talk about funding. It's a huge like challenge. But in my case, the financial, the infrastructure is there for me like already. So we started with, I don't have to like look at your NYDAs or whatever for funding, for rent, for equipment. That stuff was there like already, because I'm part of an incubated company. So funding, I think, is the number one thing. I think there needs to be some kind of model that sort of lets entrepreneurs have a trial with a certain amount of money to see if they can do something with it, and then maybe if if you do good, then the government can give you more money. But I think it boils down to money. Like there are amazing, talented people out there with great ideas, but they just don't have funding to create the products that they wanna sell or like present. I think I'd definitely love to be the hallmark of just proper black design, a black owned company that's doing great stuff in the industry. I want up and coming talented designers to look at me as well as a possible person they can work for and work with instead of your traditional big agencies. I want it to sort of be like a gateway to the rest of the industry, to nurture young talent. And obviously make lots of money.